2. All right, we are live, and I do apologize for that. I fixed it. Now, if you call up and say, well, what was wrong with it? The only answer I got is, I have no freaking idea. It was Joseph. He fixed it. I'll be honest with you. He went and behind the board. Don't worry about that, dude. The whole studio is getting tore apart once we're getting done here anyway, so I do apologize. We are 7:22. We're about 22 minutes late on our broadcast today. And that was because the board went down, and I don't know what happened. And nobody else has headphones right now, so somebody talk into the microphone. You're not going to
I can't hear me.
Yeah.
I can't hear you either.
Well, you sound really good, I got to tell you, if you talk like that all the time. Just hold that thought. Keep talking.
I got technical difficulties.
Is
my mic on? Nope. It's all up to you, Hayden.
It's all up to me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Kind of
Hey, I can hear you a little bit.
run of the last minute right now.
There's a weird sound coming through my ear, but I can hear you.
What weird sound?
It's gone now, strangely enough.
Okay.
Still not hearing a
Can you hear?
damn thing.
You hear yourself?
No, I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear yourself.
I don't got nothing.
Well, put the other ear on. Now do you hear it? Still, you don't hear it.
Talk again?
Testing 1, 2.
I can hear you.
Testing 1, 2.
I can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me.
Yeah.
All right, so the monitor.
It's got to be my headphone. Oh, well,
I got
there
bad
it is.
news.
What?
I can't hear nobody running off the live stream.
Seriously?
But wait, I might be on the old live
You
stream.
are. That's why. You are.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Let me try to fix that.
I apologize, folks. We had a little bit of technical difficulties here in the studio.
I think we need to start a new one because we had 7 minutes of dead air. So if anybody were to click
I
it.
did start a new one.
Oh, so there's a third new one?
There's a couple new ones, I'm sure. If you go to the Facebook, it's going to be a little confusing. I'm going to delete the episodes that are screwed up. And I apologize.
I got to refresh or something.
No, if you hit that top link, it'll go right to our broadcast. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We are broadcasting live. It is working. I can't apologize enough. Hayden, you said you couldn't hear me.
I can hear you coming through, but not very loudly.
Okay. And you sound great this morning on the microphone. I think that's where I put the microphone. I put it right in your face. Joseph, how about you? Can you hear everything?
I can hear you too, and barely me.
Barely you.
Yep.
Any better?
No.
No.
Sorry.
All right. It's because of how I have the monitor hooked up. Do you see that T that I plugged in?
Okay.
With the green wire?
Yeah.
Will you grab me that wire?
The squid?
Yeah. The whole thing. The whole.
Yeah. There we go. That's what I need.
All right. Don't mind us, folks. I don't know what happened. Like I said, the audio went down. I lost everything here in the studio. So we're just trying to get back up and running now. You guys should hear me just fine now, right?
Yeah, I hear you great.
Okay. Now, how's that? Is that better?
I don't. Yeah, I can hear me now.
Aiden?
Just now.
Is that better? Okay. All right. Sorry, folks. Here we are on a thank God it's Friday, and shit fell apart on me. Wow. Talk about nerve-wracking. Let me call Nick back. We have comedian Nick Newson, who we had calling in, but because everything went down, I had to. Oh, what the hell was that?
No, I killed it. Don't please tell me I didn't kill it. I was just trying to move my table.
No, you didn't kill it. Scared the shit out of me. My screen changed. All right, so. Yeah, anybody, if you're out there listening, and just give us a call up and let us know how it sounds. Yeah, because like I said, we had some technical difficulties that we are trying to fix as we speak. So I'm hoping it sounds good to everybody.
I killed it. It sounded good.
Yeah.
It sounded good, so I turned off that program.
You got it?
I did.
Okay.
And I turned it off.
Okay, so it did sound good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to give comedian Nick Newson a call back here. JB's been commenting on some ISIS stuff, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, that's looking bad.
Yes, it is. And let me just call Nick Newson back here.
That's actually what I was doing when everything went to shit.
All right.
I was pulling up Al Jazeera because I figured they'd be the most accurate of what's going on over there. If they have their own, like, I don't know, it just sounds like Al Jazeera being in the know.
Everybody hear the phone ringing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not ready. I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I'm on the shitter, man.
Awesome.
Well, it's like 4:30 in the morning there.
Oh, you reached comedian Nick.
Oh, so he fell
If
back
you'd like
to sleep.
book me for a
He's
show,
passed back out.
Please leave the name of your organization or business,
Wait,
along
wait.
with the
Use
date
Bob
and
the-
time of the
yeah.
event, and I will be getting in contact with you
Okay.
at my soonest convenience.
Bob, answer this call for me.
Thank
There you
you,
go.
and I hope you're having a great day.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Yeah, this is Bob with Talk Shit Radio. Brooksville, Bob. This dumbass in the studio here, he screwed everything up and dropped the mic down, and yeah, we couldn't get nothing working, so we don't know what happened, and I appreciate you calling in and everything, but now we got it working, so if you want, you can call back in, and we'll talk some shit. And this is Brooksville Bob
Awesome.
on Talk Shit Radio.
All right, Bob, go sit down. We got Bob in the studio, and I must say he smells bad.
Yeah.
You been playing in the pig pen or something, Bob? Jesus Christ.
Here, kiss my ass, you little son of a bitch.
He stinks like crap.
What?
What happened?
I don't even understand this headline. It's,
I don't even know what's going on because I got nothing up.
okay, it says
Okay.
AL. Yeah, there you go. It says ALA dot. So I'm thinking that's not Atlanta.
Allah?
Maybe Al Jazeera or whatever. Is it?
Al Jazeera? I don't know.
Yeah, there's an extra A.
Al.
City alleges race bias over toxic landfill.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so ill prepared right now. I have nothing up. I just panicked
I can
because
give
of
us,
the board.
I'll give us weather. Oh, it was Alabama. Okay.
Alabama.
All right.
Alabama.
The weather in Spring Hill, where we are, is
Is-
76 degrees and clear.
It's actually 72 out here in Spring Hill. Look. Look.
Yeah. Sure.
Top weather thing.
I believe you.
Whatever.
Lancaster has pollen again, and it's going to be 84 degrees
Why would the pollen leave?
with afternoon thunderstorms.
Did the pollen leave and
And it's going to be
come back?
thunderstorming tonight, too. That's Lancaster.
Oh.
I don't know if the pollen... No, the pollen's been here. Like, every day I look, there's an alert.
Well, you said Lancaster now has pollen back.
I don't know.
Did it go on vacation?
It must have.
Scroll through an article.
It left Milwaukee.
It left Milwaukee. Did it pack its bags?
Milwaukee has a dense fog advisory
Walking boots. These boots are made
until 10 a.m. So, exactly the
That's
time we
what
get done with the
I'll
show,
One of these days, my boobs are gonna bounce all
they're going to have a
over
high of
you.
81, partly cloudy.
So it's just ignoring me.
Low 66. That's good. Oh, there's 2 alerts for Milwaukee. Oh, they've got pollen. They still have pollen.
Pollen has not left Milwaukee.
Nope.
I am so lost right now, bro. I have no idea what to click on.
Macon, Georgia.
Naked Georgia.
98 degrees and sunny.
Oh, man.
And they have a heat advisory
No. It's supposed to get really hot here, too.
from 12 p.m. until Friday, 8 p.m. It's going to be hot. You don't know it's hot. Don't go outside.
Is it me, or do you guys hear that?
Yeah, the extra noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to get the sound guy in next show.
Enough said. And that might be it. My microphone's turned way up. You could still hear me good, right?
Yep.
I'm still coming over good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, like
And
better, I think.
That actually disappeared now, right?
Well, our ears are trained
Yeah,
like
I know.
professionals.
We can hear,
Like
unhear it.
eagle eye ears.
Hayden, your microphone actually is in a good spot right there because it's right by your
Yeah.
mouth. You might have to raise it up just a snooch. Wait,
That's
A snitch.
you like those words?
Exactly 1/78 of an inch.
good right there. I like it here.
I'm looking up snitch. How far? We should have a contest.
good.
How far is a snitch? What's a snitchy butchie?
The hell
You
is
look up snitch, I bet you it comes back as snitch.
Urban Dictionary, snitch.
A snitch. You never heard of snitch?
Maybe I'm spelling it wrong.
Scooch?
They're saying it came from Jay and Silent Bob.
It did.
What?
Yeah.
Snoochie Boochie?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
The so-called street way of saying vagina.
Yeah. It's a snooch.
I like your snitch. Insert penis 8D in the snitch.
That's what is it? That's the Urban Dictionary for snitch?
Yeah.
Nice.
So raise it a snitch.
My daughter last year had a...
It's like a cunt hair?
Yeah. My daughter last year had a teacher whose last name was Gooch.
Nice.
You know what a gooch is, right? You know it's that piece of
Yeah.
skin between your ass and your vagina?
Yeah.
Or your ball sack, depending. I'm going to give Mr. Newsom a call back. Let's see if we can't wake his ass up.
It's like where you start to freak out when they're licking you,
Yeah.
sucking on you. You're getting too close, bitch.
Get out of there. I'll kill you.
What's called
Yeah, what are you talking
gooch?
about? I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's because you're a stinky pig farmer. And that's probably the only shower you get.
Kiss my ass, you little son of a bitch.
See, that's the most intelligent thing Bob's got to say is kiss my ass, you son of a
Hey,
bitch.
guys.
Hey, what's up, Nick, man? I apologize for that. We are live on the air, and I did get everything working. But if you ask me what I did to fix it, the only answer is I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, man, I was excited. I remember the exact time and everything. It was 4:20. I was like, oh, man, that's my number.
Hell yes, buddy. You know it is. You know it is. So what's up, Nick, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's going well, man. I just want to spend some time to talk with you cats, introduce myself to your audience.
Absolutely.
Because
Stage is yours, brother. Go for it.
I'm a stand-up comedian residing up here in Seattle, Washington. I do shows from time to time here and in Canada. I was planning to have a show set up here at the Hard Rock, which is coming up here soon, but I'm still working out the details with the owner. I was hoping to have that set up to be able to talk more in detail about it on your show.
Well, as soon as you do, and not to interrupt you, but as soon as you do get that all set up, just give us, drop us a line with all the information, and we'll go ahead and we'll plug it either way. Just because you're, one of our buds, and you're on the show, so. And I say buds loosely.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. I've been listening to you cats for a couple of days now, and over time I've become a fan.
Cool.
You cats definitely talk about the same subjects
Where's he
that
from?
me and my buddies talk about.
Nice.
A lot of stuff is going on with the cops and things, and all the situations where the government, tells us one thing and then fucks us in the other direction.
Watch the F-bombs for me, bro.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my bad.
Now you owe us $500 for the fine.
Yeah, that's $500 fine right there. Well, we take check, cash, or credit card. No, I'm kidding, Nick. I'm kidding.
What about the name, fellas? It's talk shit, right?
Yeah,
Talk
but
shit
you know
radio?
what? What's weird is I could say shit. We could say a lot of things.
Burn, burping bitch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Thumb
it's
gun
just the
when a road whore.
FCC. The FCC will be all over us for F word. I don't get it. And you got to hear some of the combinations of shit we put together, bro. We get raunchy sometimes. But we just don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because we are on. We're on. The closest station to you would be 107.1 in Las Vegas, Nevada. But hopefully, we're hoping to change that all soon and expand. We are on iHeartRadio, iTunes, all of that. So, any of your fans, you want to direct them to it, they can go to our Spreaker account. They can go to the Facebook page, all of that. You know how you got there, so.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to be bringing all these guys in. You guys, because, the cats are like me in my comedy. They have the same type of mindset, I would assume.
Yeah.
And since I like you guys, I assume they would like you as well.
I got you. So, Nick, tell me a little about, what you've been doing, how you became a comedian, things like that.
How I became a comedian, it's pretty funny. It was I actually was taken to a comedy club on my 21st birthday by my sister, it's a chick I know very well, but I call her my sister. And once I was there, and I also had a lot of background in drama, performing in plays, and I even was into music for a long while. But as soon as I was introduced to, I obviously seen comedy on stage, on TV and everything. But once I was actually introduced to the actual live event of it, I took one look and I was like, oh, that's something I could be good at. And so from there on out, I started hitting up open mics around Washington area, and all the bits and jokes that I put out there, they hit really well.
Gotcha.
And I even came to the situation of winning a couple of competitions.
So, Nick, let me ask you. Joseph just asked me a question. I know just because of the way we have things set up, it's hard to hear him. But he just asked a really good question. How hard is it for you to come up with material? I mean, what does it take?
To come up with material, well, that answer is different for every comedian, in my experience. And some comedians, spend hours writing, with just, ideas over and over again. Others just jot certain ideas down and then come back to them. Right. When it comes to me, I'm actually kind of a natural.
So you're a shoot from the hip kind of guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
And I've even actually gotten into debates with other comedians about this because I'll do a set and they'll be like, "Wow, man, did you write that?" And I'll be like, "No."
It just rolled off my tongue. That's pretty badass, dude. Because I know we deal with that every morning before we go on. It's like, all right, what do we talk about today? I don't know. What are we talking about? I don't know. What's in the news? Same shit that was in there yesterday. You know what I mean?
Supposed to be doing research.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, that you guys are my type of cats to talk with, because I felt that the same vibe when I was listening to you on your show.
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh yeah, man, these guys know how it is. And it's funny because when you come across other artists that either don't think like that or can't think like that, they think that they act like as if you're breaking a rule that doesn't exist.
Yeah, like it's a union rule. You got to write down your shit. Write it down. It's a union rule.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, no, I'll write it down if it's dynamite, and I'm like, oh man, they got to hear this shit. Like this is just wild. But
nice.
If I'm just gonna go out to a crowd and have some, have fun, it's about 10 minutes. Like, shit, me and you can shoot the shit for 10 minutes and and still have a fucking gut
fracking,
good laughter time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yep.
And but also over here in Washington, though, I will say it can be difficult to get off your feet as a talented artist.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's that like over there? I mean, because that's a big city, right? I mean,
it's not in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say it's a little bit more open if you're a musician,
right?
If you're more in the comedy area, it can be a bit of a bumpy ride. I mean, I know comedians that have come up here from L.A. and performed in the more popular areas, popular comedy clubs, and just blew their lid because there's a lot of guys that are up here in Washington are kind of grimy.
Yeah. Well, isn't that the home of the grunge music?
Yeah, it is.
I never got that shit, man. Listen,
what is
grunge music?
I'm originally from Oakland, California.
Oh, so yeah. Well, then you're used to money and proper dressed. Yeah, no. Grunge music, for those of you that don't know, because Joseph just asked what's grunge music, just picture Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Poster child, right there, buddy. Poster child.
Yeah, just picture a really depressed white guy thinking about shooting himself, and that's grunge. That's grunge music.
Exactly. Or just play any country music.
No.
Or just play any country song backwards and slow it down a little, and you might have some grunge. Oh,
Oh
shit.
man, is that Satan music? Nah, that's grunge.
That's
dude.
grunge, bro. Yo, we're gonna hear him on a comedy skit next week. He's gonna use that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tell him where you heard it first, bro.
Yeah, he does look
Oh
suicidal.
yeah. You guys, you might hear me bring you up in a couple of new skits. Another thing I was going to put out there is I just got some new equipment, so I'm going to also be putting up some new material,
Cool.
stand-up skits on my YouTube page. I have some footage up there from the previous previous comedy competition last year. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at that. I was able to send you the link to the email.
I did take a look at it, but it was briefly. I do apologize.
Yeah, you're supposed to send me the link.
My feelings are hurt. No, please.
Bro, it's been so busy, man. It's been crazy here. And then this morning, like I said, with this thing going down, shit, I have my hands are still sweaty from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've been awake for 2 weeks watching Ferguson.
Oh man, what was it? I think it was the last episode. You, the show started off and it was just you.
Yeah.
You're like, it's just me. We're just gonna start this bitch.
Yep. I did the best I can, man. You know what I mean? And you can tell I'm an aggravated son of a bitch in the morning when I don't have my medication in me. You know what I'm saying? Cup of coffee and a shot of my meds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So what's it like out there, bro? You know, I mean, how's the situation out there as far as work? I mean, is it plentiful or is it, you know, now that you're established a little more, is it coming easy?
Washington is very plentiful. It's actually, I believe, it's the number one state in the country for jobs.
Nice. That's
Like
a good move there.
if you're looking for jobs, like Washington is the place to be because we got all these big corporations out here like Boeing and everything. As for comedy wise, comedy is actually growing pretty well out here. It's kind of blossoming like a flower. We got we only had like one main comedy club out here for a while, but now there's a lot of them popping up. You know, we only had like the Comedy Underground for a little bit. Now we also got the Parlor Live, which has a lot of
that's pretty
mainstream headlining comedians in there. We have a couple down in Tacoma, so it's looking good right now. And right now I'm in the process of recording my first independent stand-up comedy album.
Nice.
Which is going to be called Public Nuisance, and I'll definitely come back if you guys are willing to have me back.
Absolutely,
talk
man.
about that later on, a couple of months from now.
Yeah, man. Anytime, bro. Whenever we have somebody on, we always welcome back. It's an open invitation to everybody. Call us up, and I mean, if you're ever in Florida, man, you ever get some gigs down here, you come see us and sit in with us live.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That'd be a blast, man.
Hell yeah.
I also have a couple of comedic friends that I might be able to shoot your way as well. That are also coming up themselves and are very talented.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love to help. You know what I mean? After all, if it's not for us helping each other, we'll get nowhere fast.
Unity.
I know that's funny you say that because I run into a lot of artists that don't understand that. Like these guys, like I don't know what world they grew up in.
Yeah, right.
But I think my impression is there's just a lot of guys that grew up just watching MTV.
Yep.
And have and just assume that those guys just had it like placed in their lap because they acted like jackasses.
Right.
But that's not how it works. Those cats had friends that helped them get to where they are.
Damn right. Damn right. Too much Jersey Shore going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so most definitely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So right now, I'm just doing a basic thing. I'm trying to build up more prestige and I see you cats out there doing the same thing.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. We started out our first relaunch, and I've done a few talk shit episodes, video wise, and I decided that it was more made for radio after we got into the show a little bit. And we started out with the Spreaker account that we broadcast on with like 16 followers. I think this morning we hit 100 and something followers. Facebook numbers are up in the 7,000 to 10,000. I mean, it's really cool, man. I've never done anything like this before, and it's really cool,
Yeah, that's cool. I have to ask you cats though. I gotta ask you cats.
Go for it.
I was checking out you guys' stuff. Who was in charge of putting the YouTube videos in order?
That would be me.
Come on, man. Oh man, you gotta work on that, man. That shit was like a broad on acid trying to play hopscotch, man. That was all over the place.
I know, dude. I'm sorry. You know what it is everything I got it all set up to automatic post because these guys really don't know much yet. You know what I mean? I'm just getting Joseph familiar with the board, and really, I mean, it's
the
just
keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard. He says. So it's yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I'm trying to do all of this myself, and produce the show and participate. So you know how it is, man. It ain't easy. Go easy on me, here, man. You're killing me.
I figured, man.
I'm dying here.
The show, and it was like, oh, part 1. Now you're on part 6 of 8. I was like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I gotta disconnect the Spreaker account from Facebook for that reason, and just like make my own file. You know what it is YouTube. Because it's 3 hours long, it won't let me post the whole damn thing in one episode, so it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So
freaking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've seen a lot of. I've seen a couple of people that know how to like shrink their videos and stuff, but
yeah.
Me myself, I don't know how to do
that.
Yeah,
yeah. When I hit upload, however it uploads, okay, that works for me. But so you were on the YouTube page, you seen a couple of our video episodes of Talk Shit.
Oh yeah.
That was what we started out with. That was what started, and then like I said, it seemed like it was better made for radio. So here we are.
Okay. No. So okay, yeah, that makes sense because when I was looking for you on Facebook, it was Talk Shit
TV show.
It was Talk Shit TV. Yeah.
Talk Shit TV show. Yep.
I was like, I thought I'm looking for a radio show.
Yeah. Nick's like, how are we going to do this, man? Well, I ain't got no damn camera.
You got to send in photos.
What the hell's wrong with this guy calling me up? I thought there was a radio show. This guy's crazy.
We just take a picture.
And there's other Talk Shit radio shows out there. You guys know that?
Yeah.
Like on Facebook, at least, there's like this other talk shit, and I'm going through them. I'm like, nah, these aren't the right guys.
No, he's got. Yeah, I saw that. It's like TNRF or some shit like that, or.
Yeah.
He's the last post.
Like, these guys are wannabes.
Yeah, the last post. Exactly. They're biting. That's an old word, isn't it? That's an old saying. Yo, you biting my material?
Yeah.
That's like 80s right there, man. Yeah, the last post that guy put up was like back in March.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I don't worry about him.
Well, he posted to us. You're stealing our stuff.
I'm going to start sending them hate mail. You
Enough said. We'll just get everybody to start sending them shit like that. So, on a serious note, bro, what do you think about what's going on in the world today? It's pretty screwed up, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's pretty screwed up. It's so screwed up to a situation where sometimes I try to shut up around my friends.
Yep.
Because not everybody wants to hear that shit at a party.
No, that's the thing. But, yeah, you know.
But,
I kind of go ahead.
Oh, what I was saying is just it also becomes kind of offensive to me, like in the back of my mind, because it's like, well, and I don't care where the fuck we are. Like,
Yeah.
if we're, something is going to be threatening us in the long term, we should be talking about that shit when we wake up.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's how I feel, and a lot of times,
the only
I put
thing
a lot of it into my comedy.
The only thing that got me the most is the misdirection, the confusion, the lies, and I guess that's what frustrated me the most, to the point where I get frustrated. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. And it's unfortunate that what's going on. It was a tragedy, but it's now become a fact of life that we have to live with, and my opinion, and opinions are like assholes, everybody's got one, that this is going to open up the stage for a nationwide martial law, and then once that happens, man, we're screwed. We are screwed. This is going to be, I guess what I'm trying to say is when they bombed 9/11 and all of that shit happened, they are now getting exactly what they set out to do. They are now accomplishing their mission, and it's really bad that us as an American nation, the greatest nation in the world, are letting this happen. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I see you, Lewis. It's just, a lot of people, it's hard for them to come to terms with that picture of the country.
Yep.
Because they have this fake, and I will say again, fake picture of America in their mind.
Yep.
That is, all, sunshine and rainbows and white picket fences and, children playing after school. America has never, when you think about the history, the actual history of America, it has never been that way.
No.
It has always been this, rugged struggle to get shit straight.
There's always been some kind of crazy ass turmoil going on. You're absolutely right, throughout history.
Yeah, from the beginning, from the Declaration of Independence to the Civil War to World War I to World War II to Iraq, the shit hasn't stopped. And a lot of people that have been force-fed the lies. Just, it's like, man, I don't want to think about the possibility that I've been lied to all this time.
Yeah.
So would you please stop talking? No, I'm not going to stop talking, you pussy. Man up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it needs to be talked about. It definitely needs to be talked about. But talk, to me, talk is cheap, and actions speak louder than words. But what scares me is, like I said, is every action has an equal reaction, and not always an equal reaction. So therefore, I mean, we see it right now. I mean, they're protesting, but the cops are killing. So there's your unequal reaction to every action. You know what I mean? It's just a really screwed up situation. We had a few people on the phone that that have called in that are living there. They deal with it every damn day, and it's just sad. It's depressing, and I try not to linger about it because I mean, nobody wants to hear that it's going on, but everybody wants to know what's going on. Does that make sense?
My thing is they can't walk away from it.
I understand completely. And
Joseph just said his thing is they don't have a choice. They can't just walk away from it. Like, we could just turn our backs to it. They can't. And it's scary.
Well, we can turn our backs to it right now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right now.
Right. Until it's on our front door.
What is that old saying? I can't remember how it went. It's like when they came for... it's like when they came for the Spanish, I said nothing.
I remember.
They came for the.
It was.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was one of the conquistadors who first said it. One of the Spanish conquistadors, and then it just it went up through history. Joseph's googling it right now because he's good like that. But anyway, on a lighter note, my friend, tell me more about your career and stuff.
Before we leave that, I just wanted to say that the way you were feeling about the black community, or you felt that they were going to be acting like idiots and not really thinking about the situation, and just reacting off of pure emotion, then we're pretty much. We might as well just be starting from scratch. It's not really going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah.
And I think any educated black person or African American, any minority that gives any situation, 2 seconds of thought will understand that. So,
You know what?
I just wanted to,
And also keep in mind, the black people in this country and the white people in this country have now become the minority.
oh, have they?
You know what I mean? We are the minorities now. We need to stand together. And really, it's not even a
How are we
freaking
the
black and
minority?
white thing. How are we a minority? Because we're outnumbered by so many other races that have come into this country. I mean, look at the Mexicans. Look at the people from the Middle East. Look at the Chinese. I mean, we are a minority. We are outnumbered in our own damn country now, and it's bad. You know, it's bad.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just think of a movie. What the hell is it with George Clooney and Nicole Kidman when all of these sleeper cells started popping up? They're here. They're already here. They live here. They own the convenience store right up the road from you. I guarantee it. It's just a crazy situation, man. I just, sometimes who the hell knows? I don't know, man. It gets frustrating. Joseph wants me to hand over the phone to him. He's got a few points he wants to go over with you. So I'm going to hand him the phone, and you'll be talking to Joseph for a few minutes.
All right, cool.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, Joseph?
Good. I found that quote, so I just wanted to read it out. It says, when the Nazis came for the communists, I remained silent. I was not a communist. When they locked up the Social Democrats, I remained silent. I was not a Social Democrat. When they came for the trade unionists, I did not speak out. I was not a trade unionist. When they came for the Jews, I remained silent. I wasn't a Jew. When they came for me, there was no one left to speak out.
Yep, that's the one. And, that's why I've always hung out with everybody and showed love to anybody that shows love back to me. I remember that quote since I was in grade school.
I never heard it before. But,
Really?
really? But, well, I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
We don't have education.
Yeah.
We got schooling. You know.
you guys got some schooling down there in the South. I spent some time in Georgia when I was in high school.
Yep. That's still north.
Well, that's yeah. I guess you're right.
I'm in the deep South, the dirty South. You think ATL's bad?
No, but yeah, man, that statement goes real deep, and even though that was something that was said generations ago, it still has effect to what's going on today. You know?
Yeah, that was said in 1984 or somewhere around then.
No. It had to, 1984. It had to be
probably more like
earlier than that, wasn't it?
1884.
It had to be, man, because I don't know. Who cares?
It might have been 1884.
The point's the same. Like, I was listening to some Marvin Gaye songs, like "What's Going On" and "Mercy, Mercy Me." They're all still relevant.
Yeah.
It don't matter how old it was.
That's true. I was listening to Sam Cooke earlier today. A Change Is Gonna Come.
Okay.
Really powerful song. If you haven't heard it yet, you should really take some time to listen to Sam Cooke.
I'm looking it up right now. It's the very top thing. I typed in Sam Cooke.
Same with
Change Is Gonna Come.
Sam Cooke. Yeah, A Change Gonna Come.
he might not be into this type of music, but tell him if you ever listen to Black Sabbath.
He asked you if you ever listened to Black Sabbath.
I haven't. I have before. Like, some friends have played it before me, but I couldn't quote any songs to you.
The next time he gets a chance, listen to the song War Pigs.
War Pigs. He wants you to listen to War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Listen to the words, and
All right.
you'll
I'll
see
put it down
it's a
on
powerful
my
message.
to-do list here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the song War Pigs, it's a pretty powerful message.
Right. I'm pulling that one up, too. I'm listening to both of these later.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my education. Coming here to work every day, I learn a lot of shit.
You really do.
A lot of shit.
Uh,
My thing
yeah.
with Ferguson is that everybody wants to ignore. Like you said, nobody wants to talk about it at a party, but they're going through it. And if we're not talking for them, if we just ignore it, then they just get sucked up and alone, you know?
Well, I would think that everybody is still kind of drained
They are.
from the previous incidents. Yeah, Anton, exactly.
Yeah.
That whole situation is just ridiculous. And
Ask him more about himself.
Isn't that cat still roaming around free? Isn't he trying to make himself famous or whatever.
Yeah. He got the KKK to help him out.
He got the KKK to help him out, of course.
Sure enough, they're backing his lawyers and his campaign and
financially, right?
Yeah, financially. They started a fund.
Unreal.
I think it's called the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
No.
They're doing the ice. No,
we're just messing with you. No, we're just messing with you, bro.
Oh shit!
I got called out on it, and I refused to do it. I don't feel that dumping a bucket of ice water over my head raises awareness. I think that sending money raises awareness. Talking about it raises awareness. Dumping a bucket of ice water over my head just wastes water that other countries, don't even have. But that's just my opinion.
No, it's a good opinion. I mean, what the hell is ice water going to do? Unless you're thirsty, you ain't going to do shit.
Exactly. That's right? My point, man. I mean, unless you got a bunch of thirsty sons of bitches walking around and it's really hot out, I don't see what the ice is going to do. You want to raise awareness. You want to raise awareness. Let's legalize cannabis all over the nation because it helps with ALS. You know what I mean? You want to raise awareness. Continue talking about it every day. Donate to the cause. Don't even get me started.
No. Not for dumb Americans. No, for dumb Americans, you want to spread awareness. Pour cold water on some rich guy that that really need it to cool off or some shit.
Depending on the rich guy, you might want to use boiling hot scalding water. So
right, exactly.
My thing is that the rich people cop out and take the ice water.
Yeah, that's
what Donald Trump. Go ahead, make that shit really hot.
Enough said, man. Knock that hairpiece right off.
Because his cheap ass is gonna take the ice water.
Yeah, and Joseph just said, because his cheap ass ain't gonna donate no money. He's just gonna have a bucket of water over his head.
I know it.
And people call me a cheap Jew, right?
And then sue for messing up his toupee.
His fucking rat wig blowing in the wind.
And then sue somebody for messing up his toupee. Ridiculous. What a world we live in, huh, Nick?
Oh yeah, man. It's freaking ridiculous. What was it? I think I saw something on Rick Perry where he was. I mean, even the politicians don't they say one thing and you think, okay, all right, so this is how their mindset is.
Yeah.
Obviously, they go in this direction. No, they just speak random shit out of their mouth. They don't care what comes out. I remember I was seeing an interview with Rick Perry, and he was saying, I really care, about the number of people being incarcerated, and we should really watch out for that. And they show another interview with him where he's being asked, hey, the state that you ran for a couple of years has the highest rate for the death penalty. Do you have any problem with that? No.
Yeah, as long as it don't affect me none.
No. Fry him. I don't give a damn. It's not me. I'm rich.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of money, let me ask you something. It might be a little personal, but, I mean, financially, I can't imagine, unless you're one of these big, huge name comedians, it's got to be quite a struggle, no?
Oh, it is a struggle, man.
Does he get free beer or anything?
The thing that's keeping me afloat right now is that, I have determination, I have talent to, kind of ring underneath my belt. But mostly it's I have a lot of friends that have faith in what I can do,
Wrong
and if I didn't have that, it'd be a lot harder struggle because these clubs you work at and you do these gigs at, they want to bring in people, they want to make money, but they don't really care about paying you off unless they're being paid off. And it's also a struggle for them as well because it actually costs some money to have the doors open to any type of restaurant. Just to have the doors open is costing them money.
No shit, huh?
So, no shit. So, as an artist, you have to take all this into account, and you have to make sure that whatever you set up with them, you're doing your best to blow out the show past what you originally were setting it up for. So if you were saying, I'm trying to bring in at least 100 people to this show, you really want to try to bring in like 150 to 200.
Gotcha.
But and if that doesn't go well, there's no, that can only happen once or twice before you're with a business that says, we're going to try something else. We don't know if we can keep doing this with you, and that's not really their fault. That's them needing to bring in that revenue.
Sure, absolutely.
At all costs.
Which, as from a business standpoint of view, I can certainly understand. You know what I mean? Because if something's not working, you drop it and you move on to the next. Yeah,
you can be funny as shit. That's the thing. Where I'm at right now, I'm just putting all my money into this personal equipment because I also went to the Art Institute of Seattle for video production for a while.
Nice.
And so I learned how to do a bit of editing, video editing, and lighting, and setting up, for film. I also have experience as a AV technician.
Washington.
So I know how to set up mixer boards and all that. So
Nick, Joseph said we're coming to Washington and we're setting up with you. You sound like you got more experience with this equipment than we do.
I hope you got a big living room.
Yeah, Joseph said, I hope you got a big living room. I'm packing the Dodge as we speak. No, we do video and all of that too. I got pretty expensive equipment, but I'm just learning how to use it all. You know what I mean? My cameras and everything. I've been a videographer and a photographer my whole life. I do aerial photography as well. Man. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a challenge. The soundboard is really what's tough, is getting the sound right, because you really have to have a good ear. Like, I got a 16-channel PreSonus. It's a 16.0.2 with 4 amplified channels, and it's a digital mixer. It plugs into the computer. It's a really, really badass piece of equipment. I'm still learning it. As you can see this morning, it went down. I don't know what the hell happened, and I don't know how the hell I fixed it.
It's like a high-class look.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days that I'd be setting up events with my boss, excuse me. And, with the smaller mixer boards, I'm like, I got this, no problem.
Yeah,
But then he'll bring in, fucking 16, mixer, or 20, 21 mixer board.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. What are all these extra buttons, man? Where did these come from?
You want me to do what?
Yeah.
Sound like Brooksville Bob. We got Brooksville Bob in the studio. He's a prepper from Brooksville who smells like pig shit this morning.
Yeah, kiss my ass, you little son of a bitch. I'll come over there and kick your ass.
Shut up, Bob. Same thing. I sat him in front of the board one day, and he's like, well, what's this doing? Well, I'm like, never mind, just go away. My buddy David, I got a friend of mine in Jacksonville. He's got a 32-channel mixing board. Same PreSonus as mine, or it might not be PreSonus, but it's huge. And I went to his studio and looked at that thing. I was like, yep, okie dokie, that's a soundboard. Yeah, sure is, but don't ask me to work it. I get in the microphone and do the sound check and sing for you, but I ain't touching that thing.
Right? It just they even feel intimidating.
Oh yeah. First time I plugged this thing up to my computer and I turned it on and the digital side come up to it, I got depressed. I was like, oh man, that's scary looking. Now I don't know what the hell to do. So let me ask you something. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, what I was going to ask, I was like, who was the cat that was doing? You guys had one show where you were doing, prank calls.
Yeah, that's Bob.
That was Paul.
Bob, Brooksville Bob.
Bob, that was Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
No, I thought it was funny. I was like, shit, I would love to do that with them cats. So.
It's funny as hell. The other day, he
some prank calls.
Yeah, the other day he calls up Mike the mechanic, which is our mechanic that does a lot of shit for us, and he started talking to him about getting his car fixed, and out of nowhere, Mikey says to Bob, he says, well, do you have AAA? And Bob's like, well, my wife's got triple D's. oh my God, man. And then he hung up the phone on him, you know what I mean? I lost it. I was laughing. I'm like, dude, do you even know what AAA is? He's like, no. What is AAA? I'm like, holy shit, man. Do you live under a rock or what? Yeah. Yeah, we like messing with people. I'm going to start calling the White House. I'm going to have him start calling the White House every morning.
Oh, that's great. You cats got to let me play with people with you sometime.
Oh, hell yeah, anytime, man. You got somebody you want to crank call, we'll call them up at 4 o'clock in the morning, your time. That's what's even better about it.
We can go three-way.
Oh, yeah? Let's... Oh, man. Yeah, I'll think of a couple of cats, and we'll schedule something in the future.
Do it right now.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Hell yeah, definitely. That'd be fun as hell, bro.
I would love to fuck with my mama. She's in Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
No F-bomb.
You watch the F-bomb for me, Nick.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
My bad.
You're up to $2,000 right now.
And you know what? In Vegas, we have 107.1, so she'd be able to hear it on the radio there, too, so...
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that'd be funny as hell.
Love that.
Yeah, that is funny, man. So, what else, man? What else can you talk about? And what else can you tell me about Seattle and you know what your career's been like?
I can tell you they got a funny looking breakfast.
Well, one of the fun things about doing comedy up here is there's a lot of open-minded people up here, so you can get away with pushing the envelope a lot more than I would say, like, you know, in the middle of the country or
Florida.
Or Florida. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I've had these conversations before with other comedians. They're like, yeah, this stuff's funny, but you take that shit, you take that stuff.
You can say shit.
Somewhere else. Okay, I can say shit. Okay,
you can say shit. We just can't drop the F-bombs. You could say cocksucker, pussy, shit, and mother effer. Just, you just can't say the F-bomb.
Man, this is going to be confusing for me. Goodness.
Yeah.
I'm all thrown off.
Hence the name, Talk Shit.
Right. No, but... being open as a comedian, my experience it's been really fun. It's also been very challenging when it comes to getting your name out there.
I can imagine,
because, when you're working with businesses, it can be well, but let's say if there's other comedians that have been out longer than you.
Yeah.
And other people don't find them that funny, but you're on like a sort of a rise, they'll throw dirt on your name. They don't care.
That's crazy.
They'll do it,
So it's pretty cutthroat.
Yeah, you tell a bad joke.
Yeah, well, at least at least here in Washington,
mm-hmm.
I've had plenty of conversations with comedians from LA and cats in New York, and from what they tell me is those cities actually, they take care of their comedians.
Really?
Like, if you're, LA has a whole system, like, there's certain spots you go to where there's open mics, and if you're a dirty comedian, they tell you to do your dirty bits. If you're a clean comedian, they tell you to do your clean bits. And they let you be you. But up here in Washington, club owners, they want you to do what they like.
Yeah.
They don't care what you're good at.
So
they have a certain picture in their head as to what they want their venue to be like.
Right.
And if you don't fit that picture, they try to shove you to the side, and then they wonder why no one's coming into their club.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. That's crazy. Major censorship right there.
Yeah, that's why, after a certain point, I was like, I'm going to stop listening to you cats. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, you're better off. You're better off, Be a leader, not a follower. Do you ever think about possibly auditioning for that Last Comic Stand-In show?
Yes.
The dude that won the dude that won this last one, he's funny as hell, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, my God, he's hilarious.
I haven't been watching them for a while. So, I mean, the last time they were up here that I knew about it was like 2 years ago.
Things must be getting hard. You can't afford cable.
What's up?
He said things must be getting hard. You can't afford cable.
I'll probably definitely be hitting them up because I'm going everywhere. I'm like spread my wings, anything I can touch.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Jumping on.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So right now I haven't heard anything about them.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, even if you don't win, the way I look at it is it's a way to get your name out there, and boy, that'll do it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
So let me ask you something totally unrelated to your career and things like that. I want to talk a little about the cannabis situation up there. What is that like having it? And it's recreational up there, right?
People are still getting used to it. I'm not though, because I was prepared before the law passed.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I smoke joints in front of cops all the time.
What is that like? That's got to be so cool.
For me, it's very liberating.
Yeah, that was the word. That was the word.
That is it. We got to move into his living room.
That's it. We're coming to your living room. We'll be there tomorrow.
I feel so happy to because I'm in my mind. The cops don't see you, but they won't say anything. I was like, what are you going to say to me? Let me hit that.
Yeah, right. That's about all they can say, right? Now that would be cool as shit, man. Cop walking up to you going, "Hey, man, you mind if I get a hit on that?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let me get a picture of that."
Well, it's already happened once for a buddy of mine. We have Hemp Fest. You ever heard of Hemp Fest?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Hemp Fest is the biggest pop festival in the world. It's here in Washington. We just had it last weekend. A buddy of mine, he was smoking in, one of those, hot box,
a vaporizer?
Not a real tent, but, like...
It's about greenhousing?
Oh,
like
greenhousing, yeah. Greenhousing.
Yeah. Greenhousing, yeah. They're greenhousing, and all of a sudden a cop went into the tent. A couple of people, bounced out, but, a couple just stayed there because they were too stoned to leave, I guess.
Or they didn't have any warrants for their arrest, one of the two.
Right, and they were just looking at them, and so they're kind of in shock. They're like, oh, shit, are we going to go to jail? And the cop just like, let me hit that.
That would be so cool, man.
Awesome.
That would be so freaking cool. I love it.
And my buddy's like, oh, man, let me get a picture, Let me get a picture. The cop's like, no pictures. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and I'm one of them sneaky bastards.
Me.
Yeah, I'm one of them sneaky bastards where I'd have been popping like 60, 70 pictures off of my phone.
Right? What are you doing? Nothing. I'm just texting.
I'm texting, dude. That's all. That's what that noise is. It's me clicking. Yeah. Bro, that's got to be cool, man.
I'm serious. No, you smoke the weed. You're high. Leave me alone. No,
right? Yeah, dude. When was the last time you smoked? You're getting paranoid, man. Sit down. Eat something. Here, have a brownie.
Have a brownie.
That's what you got to do. You got to tell me, I love you, man. Give him a hug.
Yeah. I love you, man.
No.
I love you.
Oh, man. Let me tell you guys.